Hello, everyone, and welcome back from the holidays here. Christmas and New Year's are over, and Hanukkah, and whatever else you may believe in out there. But the Drone Nation Crew is back tonight from our little holiday vacation. We got some good stories for you tonight, some new stuff. I see Marcus has already joined us in the back room here for the Drone Nation pre-show here. Let me get him in here. Marcus, welcome to the DroneNation pre-show.
Ron, you're starting early, buddy. Holy cow!
Oh no, you don't want to come in. This is just the pre-show. I'm sitting here anyways, so I might as well talk to folks. Marcus, I see Drone Angels Lou out there. I believe Lou's having some back surgery this week, so I want to give a shout out to Lou. You the best of luck. With those back surgeries. I know they can be tricky sometimes.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like any fun. Yeah, so good luck with that. Yeah.
So we got a lot of people out here. I see Hike and Fly 22. John Coopy's out there. Bud Bieber's out there. Ben Trails out there. Giggles FPV. RJ Redding. We got a packed room out here. I don't get to shout the names out. So Johnny Drone Flyers out there. Drone Okie. Let's see here. See, I'm scrolling back. Drone shots, 8247. TX Arch guy, drone guy. That's a good friend, Mike, right down in Texas.
Now hold it. He's in Las Vegas. Stop right there, Ron. He's in Las Vegas. He should be at some CES.
Oh, is he on the floor at the CES today?
Yeah. Why is he watching us? He should be looking at a 200-inch Samsung TV or something.
Well, maybe he's going to give us a live report here soon.
Yeah.
We got Drone Guy 42 in here, George Kelly, Pixis Photograph, I hope I'm saying that right, RP Guy 4, and I believe I got all the names. I like to come on because I get the names right. I got Bill Grayson here. Bill Grayson's checking in here. So, yeah, we got a full Richard's in here. SSB 73Q is with us tonight. So, yeah. So, Marcus, how was your holidays this year?
Good holidays. Yeah. I mean, I was, fairly quiet, but yeah, I had a good time, Ron. The weather has been kind of crummy around here, so it hasn't been conducive to flying much, but I've got a backlog of videos that I can keep throwing up on my YouTube channel that I did this past fall to keep things rolling, Got some exciting things coming up.
I want to welcome John Olson in real fast. John Olson popped in on us from up there in Long Island.
Yeah,
you got a back catalog to release on these weird days. Now I got caught today, Marcus. I put a drone unboxing, first look unboxing of some ND filters for the Mavic 4 Pro, and I was sitting out in the back deck doing it. And Eddie Nunes said it was a tropical in Margate all year round. So he caught me flushing the old videos out from, and like you, I'm kind of going through making sure I get anything I got unreleased, try to get it fixed up and presentable and get it out of there.
Well, what I try and do, Ron, is because I know I have this period from about mid-December through, say, early February, that your chances of getting out are kind of hit and miss. And now I'm not afraid of the cold. I have no problem going out and flying when it's 0 degrees outside, as long as it's clear weather and there's something worth looking at.
No precip falling out of the sky.
Yeah, when it's just gloomy weather and so forth, I mean, it's just not conducive. And of course, we've been getting a lot of rain. It's weird. We haven't had any snow yet this year, which is really weird.
You need your snowpack out there, right?
We do need the snowpack. In 2017, at this very same time, we had about 3.5 feet of snow on the ground. So it's a little different this year.
Lauren's in the chat now. Lauren's saying, Marcus, come on up here if you haven't seen any I guess snow or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen some videos, Lauren.
Lauren just posted a picture today on Facebook. It looks like a winter wonderland up there.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit warmer today here, but I mean, it was so overcast. You had to have the lights on during the day. It was so overcast or whatever.
That's been here too. Yeah, you have your lights in the house on all day long because it's just dark. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think we may have a surprise guest come in here. I haven't heard from DeMarco. Did you hear from DeMarco at all today?
I have not. So he might be our surprise guest. Maybe DeMarco, we could count him as our surprise guest, Ron.
Yeah.
If he shows up.
Yeah. So you know what? And there's no football pick tonight because there is no football game tonight. So
What? We're not going to talk about football?
But the good news is, Marcus, next Monday there's a playoff game. So we'll be right back on our game next Monday. So we're going to start the show because I think DeMarco is probably at basketball practice. So are you ready? We're gonna count it down, Marcus. 3, 2, 1, and welcome into DroneNation for January 5th, 2026. I did get it right. I did say 2026. It's the start of the year of the drone this year, Marcus. We're going to call this the year of the drone.
Hey, Ron, not to interrupt you, but I just got a message from Barkley. He's insisting that we talk about football for a few minutes. He said, "You do not start the show," but I don't know anything about it. So,
well, we're going to save it. I wanted to congratulate DeMarco and his Bears winning the division and our special. We're going to tell Barkley, hold on. The football may not come at the beginning of the show, but we'll get a little football in later on. But we got plenty to talk about here, Marcus. We got to get into the agenda because we got to work through some stuff. Now, first of all, you mentioned the pre-show about Mike Ray. Today, CES kicks off this week in Las Vegas, the big 5 days worth of electronic news. But Marcus, here's the big question. Will there be any new drones there this year? So
I got an invitation from Anti-Gravity to they want me to visit their booth. And I should back up a little bit because I've attended CES in the past. Once you get on their mailing list and you get all kinds of stuff. The reason that it hasn't been so exciting to go lately is for that, mostly I would want to go there to see some new drone technology, and they're just really maybe there's some commercial stuff, I don't know, but that's not what I'm interested in.
Yeah, there's a guarantee there's no DJI booth there this year, right?
DJI is certainly not there. There's been some interesting stuff. I don't know about you, Ron. I've been watching a few videos of people that walk around and show some new technology.
I saw one this morning. Yeah.
In fact, Lisa Su from AMD is giving the keynote as we speak right now. She's in the middle of her keynote speech.
Should we cut to that right now then?
Well, I'll tell you what, Lisa Su is one smart cookie, and she's turned AMD. A lot of those of us that mess around with PCs remember when AMD was kind of a second-rate also ran, and they have definitely surpassed Intel now. So they really.
It's funny how things can change around, right?
Yeah, and that's a lot of that is thanks to her. Yeah.
Hey, listen,
I think Roanoke is also mentioning that Brendan Carr was going to speak at CES as well.
I hope he gets booed off the stage.
Yeah, if I was there, I'd be throwing a tomato at him or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Hey, I do have a little. Do you want to hear a little CES rumor mill, Marcus?
I do.
Well, I mean, this is all rumor, but supposedly Potensic is there, and Potensic will unveil a new drone on the 6th, which is tomorrow. That's all rumor. I didn't get that from Potensic themselves, so that who knows whether it's true. But keep your ears peeled tomorrow.
Well, they better already have FCC approval, an FCC license for it. That's what I'll say. Because if they don't, they're not releasing anything, Ron.
Well, maybe they'll rub the Brandon Carr and beg him right at the site.
Yeah, that could be.
Folks, that rumor could be a whole bunch of horse manure or whatever. I just threw it out there because I heard it.
Yeah, more power to them because they have been vastly improving their products. I mean, I go back to their 4K Dreamer drone that looked kind of like a Phantom, and then all the way through. Yeah, I had a pretty good relationship with them, but I think my reviews were a little bit too honest, Ron. Maybe they didn't. I pointed out some of the shortcomings of their products, and they didn't send me an Atom 2. like you are, well, I'm not going to say the name, but a friend of ours loaned us an Atom 2 to review. And so
What
I'm
you said, we were
thankful to
sent
him
an
for that.
attitude, but not by Potensic.
That's right. But I want to thank that individual. He's in the chat here because that helped both you and I to be able to look at a product, because there is a lot of interest in it. There's a lot of, it's at Costco now. People are buying them there, and it's very, very competitively priced. And it's got a ton of features on it. So it's one that gets a lot of interest. So yeah,
can I stop you right there? Speaking of a ton of features, this is the storyboard. I'm going to mention this all in one. This is his own story, but Potensic just recently added waypoints to the Atom 2, and that was something that was promised on the side of the box when you purchased the drone. So it's kind of a little late for a lot of people, but there is an old saying, Mark, it's better late than never. So it does have it now through via a recent firmware update.
It's been funny. I've been reading some of the reports on it too, and I tell you what, some people complain if they were. It's just unbelievable. People that are complaining about it sounds to me. I've just watched a few videos. I haven't tried it myself because I don't have the drone, but it sounds to me like they built a fairly sophisticated waypoint feature into that drone. But people are complaining that they can't build waypoints into negative altitude. In other words, if they want to send a waypoint mission, like how I fly down into the Snake River Canyon, they want to be able to do that with waypoints. And they said that their waypoint function will not accept negative altitude. Well, man, find something to complain about. Holy cow. They did. So what I'm going to give some kudos to Potensic. They did a couple of things that I think are worth mentioning. They came out with that all-in-one controller, which we've all become addicted to those kinds of controllers because they
don't call it a smart controller, because Gorilla Man, he that's his big beat, that it's just the controller with the screen. It doesn't really have any smart features to it.
Yeah, all in one. But then the waypoint feature, which it's probably not the most important feature to me. It's fun to have. But a lot of people are really interested in that, and so they put that on their drone. That drone has a lot of features. It'll do the old.
It's important, especially when you advertise it on the box. So some people bought it for that, so it's important you add that feature if you promise it.
If you promise it, yeah. That drone, as you know, Ron, will do the 360 rotation, just like a Mavic 4 will, except for Potensic did it all with software. It's not actually spinning the gimbal. They're doing it with software, but it looks really good. I mean, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you said, I wish them well, and we'll keep an eye, see if that rumor is true.
We got to talk about the one downside though with the Potensic drone, and the Atom 2 is way better than previous generations.
Okay,
way better, but it still has signal issues. And it's not just me and Ron telling you that. I've looked at other people's reviews, and they're out there, 500 feet or whatever, and they're losing signal. And that's something that Potensic needs to get a handle on that. And if they can do that, be a real competitive product.
KC Crime Fighter, Marcus Ryan. A lot of tech reviewers and YouTube are saying that the Mini 5 Pro is the drone of the year. Do you two agree? Well, we haven't got to this story yet, but we will show the DroneNation Facebook poll where we're polling everybody out there to see what is the drone of the year. And I'm not going to reveal it right now, but I will tell you the Mini 5 is definitely in the running. And for my money, I did not pick the Mini 5 Pro, but I easily could have.
Yeah, it's a fantastic drone. There's no question about it. I don't think it's my pick either, but listen, let's say this. What drone has DJI released this year that wasn't just amazing? Some people are going to say the Flip, but they've hit some home runs.
Yeah, we'll see how many. We'll check how the Flip's doing. Now, DroneNoki agrees with us, Marcus. He said, meaning the Potensic 2 Atom 2 has signal issues.
Yeah. Hey, Ted is saying the Air 3S. Ted, the Air 3S was actually released last year, the year before, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It
you're
was
right. That's from 2020.
2024 at the very end of
But some
2024.
people did. One person did want to vote for it, and I'm not being a stickler. And as if you want to vote,
Yeah.
you go for any drone you want to. You can vote for the Phantom 4 if you want to. I'm not a what do you call? I'm not trying to what do you call? Not let people vote.
Yeah. Let them vote. Let them vote.
I don't
Uh,
vote.
so Ted's comment reminded me of something. Ted and I actually, Ted discovered it, and I confirmed it that I never would have guessed. But the Mavic 4 Pro will not work with the RCN3 controller.
I
You
saw
can't,
your video where you and Dr. Ted were on the mountain, and I heard that conversation, or you'd say in the video, and I never thought about that. So that drone only works with two controllers, right? The RC2 and the RC2 Pro 2 controller, whatever.
RC2 Pro are the only two controllers that will work with your Mavic 4 Pro. Yeah. Yeah, that RCN3 controller, a lot of people would want to use that because they want to use their own display, whether it's a iPad or one of those.
Remember Richard sent that photo where he had all his controllers hooked up the triple text. Those like
triple tech. That's right.
1200 dot triple text
tabs. It's very, very bright. Yeah.
Yeah, good. That's a very good point to bring up. So yeah, I mean, and I realize, well, you and I aren't that young, but Richard and Dr. Ted have even older eyes than we do, and a bigger, brighter screen helps them fly their drones a little bit better.
Well, and just more real estate on the, on the
definitely
just a bigger screen. Yeah,
ease in the eyes. Okay, I'm going to jump ship on stories here, Marcus. We have one that this kind of came up in the last couple of days. This is the, let me read it here. The DJI has new prop guards for the Mini 5 Pro. These were leaked in a recent firmware upgrade that talked about them even before they were available. And now, of course, these are on eBay here. I cannot find them on Amazon US. Now, Air Photography got his on Amazon Canada, and he has a video out on them already. I'm not going to show his video here. I got the link in the notes here, so if you want to go watch it, but I want you to watch on his channel, not me playing it here. But anyhow, these are unique, Marcus. These are quick release prop guards with built-in props. So that makes a difference in the props are built into prop guards. So what I'm saying is, when you get these, it's a complete kit. You don't put them over top of the existing props that are on your drone. You remove your props, and then you put this whole kit over top. And these are even magnetic in storage.
Yeah, I watched his video too, Ron. I watched Sean's video about it, and it was fascinating. So you don't replace the props. Those things, you just take that whole unit and you twist it on just like you would a regular set of props, which obviously is the first. The Mini 5 Pro is the first mini drone to have the twist on props as opposed to the screwed on props. And Sean's so you think about, okay, what's your use case for these? One thing, because obviously I think he weighed them and they came up to about 60 grams. So you're already over 249 with the Mavic 5 Pro. It's going to put you way over. So you get into that classification. I get them confused on the flights over people, operations over people. But anyway, you're in that heavier classification that you would need to have a waiver to use them. But I guess you would then have the covered props that they require. But Sean's reasoning was he wants to use them for when he does tracking with his drone, and he feels like it'd be safer for the Mini 5. In other words, if it bumped up against something, perhaps it would just bounce off rather than snag a prop.
Yeah, Neo style.
Neo style, exactly right.
Yeah. So this is and Marcus, do you remember this summer we started seeing a bunch of leaks in the Mini 5, maybe going back spring? Remember, we saw a couple leaked photos with prop guards on, and that kind of threw everybody off for a while. Well, now guess what?
did.
They had these way back in the summer or spring when they were leaking that stuff because we saw one that had these prop guards on. So that's how long they've been around. And I just threw up a random eBay here. I don't know this channel, I don't recommend this channel. It was just the first guy that popped up when I did a search. But typically the $50, it's the same old thing, Mars. If you order them with free shipping, they're like $60. If you order them without free shipping, they're $45, $50. And Richard even said he found some from a U.S. seller, but he sent me a link and the guy was sold out already. So you're going to pay probably $50 to $60 shipped or whatever to get these things.
Ron, I just saw something in the chat that I think is very, very significant, and I think is fantastic news. I'm really, really tickled to hear that.
Let me get this graphic off here, and I'll pop it up, Marcus. Go ahead.
Okay. TX Arch Drone guy with his Air 3S. He sent it into DJI with care refresh, and within 5 days he got a replacement. So something is loosened up. That's fantastic news. That's a big deal. That's a really big deal.
Yeah, of course, the Air 3S, it was released, and I think we ordered that from DJI. It was the last one I purchased from DJI. The next drone out was a Flip, which I did not get, and the Mavic 4 did not ship from DJI. So the Air 3S, that's still originally shipped from DJI. So I don't know if that means anything, but
Yeah, and he had care refresh on it. So that makes me think now. I'm having some problems with my little Neo 2 with the gimbal on it, and it should still be under warranty. So I think I'll send a little message to DJI, see if they can do something about it. It'd be cool if they all of a sudden are able to repair our drones again and honor warranties.
Right. Let's see what else I got here. I talked about the rumors of a new Potensic drone and the firmware update. Okay, let me get this up. This is kind of an interesting one here. I'm going to see if I can go ahead and just say something for a few minutes while I get this screen going, Marcus.
Well, okie dokie. I just saw Chris Hope in the chat. Hey, how you doing, Chris? And I see Captain Ray. Captain Ray is really super busy right now getting everything prepared for the South Florida drone meetup in April. So yeah, lots going on there.
Let's see here. Okay. Let's see. Okay.
I'm pretty excited. Oh, go ahead.
You can go ahead, keep talking.
Well, I just said that news from Mike is really exciting. It'd be that is fantastic. If we can get our drones repaired, our existing DJI drones, that is fantastic news.
Okay, here it is. Here's the news story here. This is I skipped the story here. Upcoming DJI models already cleared by the FCC. What's dropping in 2026 here? And this is something from I believe this is drone. Did I say drone DJI? I'll clarify that in a minute here. I want to go back here. We know. Well, we'll talk about this more in detail in a second. But we know, the ban came through, and we won't get no new drones are going to get FCC approval in 2026 by anybody. But here we go. These drones are pre-approved before the cutoff of the 23rd. So the DJI Avata 360, we're going to have more about that in a second. So it's already approved. The DJI Mavic 5. Wait a minute, Marcus. We just got the Mavic 4.
Yeah,
Mavic 5
I
already.
Think that's a misprint. I think that's a misprint. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I don't get this either. Okay, but here's a disappointment. We thought that DJI Lito X1 was going to be a drone, but according to this is a gimbal accessory.
That may be, and we should kind of clarify what we're talking about there. So Sky Rover came out with their little S1 drone, which is really competitively priced with the DJI Mini 4K. However, it's stepped up the game quite a bit. It has a lot more features, has a better camera, etc. So Ron and I just discussing this between us. We were kind of hoping that this Lido rumor may be DJI's version of that S1 drone, but evidently that's not the case.
Yeah, well, again, this is all kind of leaks and rumors here, but none of this here is verified. The DJI RS5 Pro, a gimbal for big cameras, roll cameras, it's on the list, has already got approved. The DJI Osmo frame trap. No, it says remote control.
So could that be like a GPS tracking gizmo, Ron? Or
yeah, no idea on that. No idea. The DJI Osmo Mobile 8 Pro 8 Pro, and I believe that's already available.
Yeah, that's already out. Yeah.
Not in the U.S., of course, but you can buy it on eBay. I mean, yeah, eBay and stuff. I think already.
Yeah. Well, I saw Sean had a review of it. Air photography.
Yeah. So you can get it in Canada too, just not in the U.S. Well,
yeah.
Let me back up. You can probably order it directly from DJI in every country but one, Marcus.
Yeah, but one. Yeah,
and
the freest country in the world. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now here's something new. You and I love our DJI mics. The DJI Mic Mini 2 has already been pre-approved.
Now that's kind of interesting. I really like my Mic 3. The Mic Mini I know has a lot of fans. So
your Mic 3 is about the same size as the Mic Mini, right?
As the Mic Mini. So a Mini 2, is that even smaller yet? Possibly, I suppose, huh?
Or maybe just the mini category, maybe cheaper too. So the Power 1000 Mini has already been pre-approved. So DJI has a whole line of power stations, and they had a smaller one before, like a 500 series, but
these smaller power stations are really handy. And I'll tell you, the biggest reason is because they're lightweight. You can actually use them, and they still hold enough power that, I don't know, if you're out in the field, it's going to charge. And it'd be different, I suppose, if you were a commercial user, but for somebody like me, it's going to charge plenty more batteries than I'd be out there all day flying.
Yeah, good point. Now listen, we got a big time YouTube star coming in from Louisiana here. I'm gonna live in
celebrity,
and he's also a power station guy too. I think he owns every power station DJI has ever made. So.
Oh, I know. You're talking about Johnny Drone Buyer,
or power station buyer.
Yeah.
Here he is. With no further ado, from the heart of Hammond, Louisiana, it's Johnny Drone Flyer.
Happy New Year, everybody. Marcus, Ron, what's up?
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, brother.
That Power 1000 is heavy, Ron. So I would maybe, I tell you what, man, something half that size might be pretty good.
That Mini. So you want to take a look at that Mini when it comes out, huh?
I see that on that list there. Pretty neat.
Now, Johnny, let's ask you about were you surprised to see the DJI Mavic 5 on there? Since some of us just got our Mavic 4s.
Yeah, I think we kind of heard of most of this stuff on that list, except that Mavic 5. I'm kind of like Marcus, but I don't know. That list seems, that doesn't mean it's coming out, that could be, they do have the FCC approval if that's a good thing if they have it. But,
Johnny, you think they could just put it in like a real basic, a basic, whatever you want to call it, drawing or something, and for the Mavic, just so they had a foothold or whatever? Like, is it something that's like, loose enough that they could, they can make changes and still get away with that initial approval?
Yeah, you see it says pre-December 23rd. That date is kind of important. So, that's pretty interesting that they did that. But hey, we'll see.
Yeah.
Because that Mavic series,
I hope I don't have to put my Mavic 4 up on eBay anytime soon.
Hey, I know somebody that might pick up a Mavic 4, Now I'm like Marcus. We talked the other day, and I think it would be a while because that Mavic series, they just don't come out with those as fast as the Air series normally.
Typically, it's 2 to 3 years. Yeah. Hey, Drone Oki's got an interesting story, Ron.
Let me pop that up here.
Yeah.
While I was driving a trash truck, we found a Jackery in the trash with an error on the screen that would not work. I took it home, did a reset, and it's been working for over a year. That's a nice find there.
That's a bargain right there.
Yeah. So, Johnny, what's currently your go-to power station right now?
Well, I use the Power 1000. I keep it out here on my workbench, just in case we lose power here and stuff. But mostly I use that little Anchor 521 on my desk as a charging station. And that thing is, it's a couple years old now. I know Marcus got, one similar to that, right, Marcus?
So this one that I'm pointing at right down here, that flipping thing, I'm not kidding you. It weighs about 60 pounds. It is a 2400 or 2800 watt. It's a serious machine. Yeah.
The chat has spoken here. Lauren says, one more time, Mavic 5 is real.
Yeah. Hey, I'm glad they got it.
Johnny, this is good news. This is good news for you. I'll sell you my Mavic 4 Pro.
Yeah, hey, I'll take the Mavic 4 Pro. Absolutely. Mavic 4 Pro. What else? Let me see what else you got, Marcus. Mini, Mic 3. What else? I'll take all your little bit older stuff.
Yeah.
Because the Mavic 4 Pro is just not getting it done for Marcus anymore. It just doesn't have the video quality he needs for his type of videos, and the controllers.
Well,
not great enough for the screen's just too small for Marcus.
What it is, Ron, he needs more storage because his videos, they take up too much space. So he needs like some with 88 gigs,
Johnny, you've heard about those Amazon data centers where there's one just for Marcus's videos alone.
Yeah. Well, you guys are joking around, but if you see the price of memory nowadays, it's insane. Yeah, you can't.
Cool. Yeah.
Make it up.
So I'm going to get a little. I'm going to get another graphic, but I'm doing it. I wanted to shout out Johnny Barkley. Wanted to hear more football talk. I wanted to shout out the great Sugar Bowl game this year down in the Superdome between Ole Miss and Auburn. It was a very entertaining game, but that game also has some ties to Hammond, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It really did. Josh, my nephew there is athletic director at University of Georgia. And then, of course, P.D. Golden is the new head football coach at Ole Miss. Yeah, so 2 Hammond High graduates. And it was pretty neat. I hope P.D. continues on. Hope the Ole Miss go ahead and wins the thing. So, but, some great games over. It was some great football over the weekend. So.
Oh, congrats to
actually, Illinois State, who started their 4-game winning streak, is playing Montana State. Of course, they're getting beat 21-7 now. Of course, they started here in Hammond, beating Southeastern. But yeah, it was fun to watch.
Hey, listen, we have guys. We have another big time guest star coming in the back room here. He had a night off and picking football tonight, but he'll be back next Monday with his big pick. It's going to be playoff game next Monday. So with no further ado, here's Coach Moore in the house with us.
Coach Moore.
He's just not reliable anymore, is he, Ron?
He's got an NIL deal.
When you're big time coach, you just have to, it's that dedication to the team or whatever. Johnny, I think DeMarco does he make the same type of salary as that what coach from LSU that got what's the coach that got canned LSU?
He's just one step down. Yeah, he hadn't hit the double digits. He's like 9 million, 8 or 9 million. What's up, DeMarco? Happy New Year.
I don't think he has any sound tonight.
Yeah, he's micless. Yeah,
Sorry about that. Hey, I just sat down, rushing in. Good evening and happy New Year to you guys and everyone in the chat.
How were your holidays, DeMarco?
Good, busy. Kids just, hey everybody, The kids were busy. We had a busy couple of weeks. Mattis had sinus surgery back on the 19th.
Oh wow!
Yes, he's doing well. He's the first Moore kid to get braces.
Oh
Today
wow!
he got braces.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
That's a big deal.
Busy.
So DeMarco, there's a solution for that. You need to order one of these new Avata 360s for Matic.
Hello, everybody.
I guess the braces, all his drone money went to those new braces.
Yeah. A portion of money too, actually. Anyway, what's new though? We got a 360 drone. Did you get it, Marcus and Ron? Did you guys get it?
Well, it's not quite out yet, but it's coming soon. We're going to discuss the pricing here in a second. But before we get off the football totally, I do want to congratulate the Chicago Bears for winning the NFC North division this year. Last year, I think they finished last, and they beat teams like they beat the Vikings out. They won 14 games this year. The Lions, the Packers, or whatever. They're tops in their division. They're going to the playoffs. I don't know who they're playing week 1, but probably somebody they're going to beat.
I think Green Bay though, and it's a long time coming. So we will see. Okay. We are a house divided here in this household. My wife is a big Lions fan, so.
Well, the you have to give it the bad news. The Lions are done for the year. You don't have to worry about them.
Hey, DeMarco, does Shelly fly drones?
No.
Okay. I'm just trying to steer the conversation.
No. Here, I'll tell you a quick story.
She flies the Detroit Lions footballs, though.
Yeah. No, back in like 2018, I had bought her. Where did I get this all? Banggood. That's old, but I got her a little. Mini drone, and we go out to the field on Christmas Day, though, and I'm like, sure, you got to keep it close. Make a long story short, I'm running across the field to save this thing because she just flew way too far away, and I had to jump a fence to save it. It was just a mess. That was the last time she ever touched a drone. So
that's those toy drones.
Yeah, probably because you were screaming at her.
Looks like a nice little flyaway. Looks like a good flyaway.
Anyway.
Yeah, you were getting your moves on that day. Anyways, we're going to go to the drone you want to talk about, DeMarco, the 360. We've been talking about this drone for quite a few weeks now, and it looks like it's getting closer to coming out because, of course, the big-time leakers. I think this is from Drone XL, but he got it from somebody else here. These are some of the packages that is going to be available. And to Marcus Crawford's relief here, the base package starts with just a drone and a battery. But the second package starts with a drone, the RC2, and a battery. So no FPV controller in there. The RC2's in that package. Now there's a third package with the drone, the RC2, 3 batteries, a hub, a case, blah, blah, blah. And there's the FPV package where you do get the motion controller. But Marcus, I know you don't like to get drones that, you've said all along, you would have bought some of these FPV drones if you could fly them with a standard controller. Well, it looks like this one you can. I don't even know if you classify this as an FPV drone. But anyhow, 3 out of 4 packages come with a standard controller.
Well, they got one that comes without a controller, and that is likely the one that I would be interested in. So, Ron, what I would be curious about.
That's the package we all want. We already have the controllers for the drone. We don't want to collect controllers.
Well, so on that subject, Ron, that was my next question to you. So they're showing it with the RC2. Will it fly with the RC Pro 2? That would be something. Good, because you and I'm not kidding. You get that really bright screen. It would be a big deal.
And so far, DJI's held that RC2 back from all the, I'm going to call them the little drones, like the Neos don't get it, the Flip, only Mini 4 Pro, Mini 5, Air Series, and Mavic Series get to use that new controller. So that, and I, even if it does, Marcus, at some point, I doubt that'll be available on day one.
Yeah,
probably not. Yeah, I don't think it'd be available on day one. Now the thing is, I made this comment. The Marcus kind of off the top of my head today. I said I'm going to buy that kit just with the drone and the battery because I only need one battery for this drone because if it flies for say 20 minutes, I don't need more than 20 minutes of 360 footage. I don't want to edit 5 minutes of 360 footage. So I don't need 3 batteries worth of 360 footage. So 1 battery is okay for me. But Marcus, I don't want to talk to Johnny. Were you surprised? Well, let's move on here before I get this. The more important part of even more than the kits is wait until you see this next part. So I'm going to skip the Chinese prices here. This is what the U.S. prices are, the equivalent. They think that the base models going to sell for $489 in the U.S. That's that one where just the drone and the controller. Then the standard combo where you get a controller, $680, and the firmware combo where you get everything: drone, controller, 3 batteries, hub, and all that, $999. And I don't think they took a guess at the firmware combo, but of course that would be higher, $999. Johnny, what do you think of this pricing? This low pricing kind of catch you by surprise?
It seems very reasonable. Actually, it seems kind of cheap to me. And then, the only negative, sometimes it's hard to get that drone and that 1 battery on releases. I mean, it wasn't with the Neo, but usually with drones like this, that's usually a later release. So
they make you buy the package, don't they, Johnny?
They make you, and because most of the time, Ron, and I understand what you're saying about the 360, but most of the time, probably 95% of the time, or even 99%, you regret not buying a Flymore combo. But that's only availability. And now that we may get these through the South Korea or Japan market, maybe that will be more available than from DJI itself, like it was on a normal release. So,
that regret part, Johnny, you walk around with a regular 360 camera and you shoot yourself an hour's worth of video, and then you get home and you try to edit. You want to commit carry or whatever.
I'm sending all mine to Marcus.
Nobody needs that much 360 video, Johnny.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, but the price seems very realistic. I mean, very affordable to me if those prices are correct.
DeMarco, what did this kind of low pricing catch you by surprise on this drone?
Yeah, the base one I wouldn't want to spend the $999. I think for all these years, like we would always buy the Flymore, or even when Marcus, I bought Wesley, your Mavic 3. Marcus had 1 battery though. Then I went out and bought 2 other batteries just to have 3. But Ron, like you had said, 1's enough for 360 shooting. More than enough. I'm done. Wrap it up. So prices seem good though. So let's see if they really are the prices. 1,300.
Right. Good point. These are leaks and rumors. This isn't official from DJI.
I'm reading John Flynn's comment there.
I think I'll mount my action 2 on a long stick and spin for my 360. Footage. Yeah. So I don't know what else to say here except that here's what I will say, Marcus. I'm going to ask you this question: if this pricing is correct or almost correct, let's say it's just 5% off or whatever, one way there. What do you think this does to the anti-gravity A1 if this pricing is correct?
Well, to be 100% fair, we do not know the capabilities of this drone yet.
Correct.
But
correct.
Let's just say, for the sake of argument, hypothetically, that it comes close to or even improves on. In fact, we can almost say that certainly it will improve on the connection, which has been an issue with the Insta drone. Anti-gravity drone, yeah. This just puts them in a bad position. I mean, they already had a niche product to begin with, and then all of a sudden you'd have this that's half the price. Gosh, I don't know who would buy their product.
Yeah, comparing apples to apples, if their Flymore combo here is $999, like they said, basically what the Flymore combo for the anti-gravity is like $19.99. So that, like you said, that's $1,000 or half the price of the anti-gravity Flymore combo.
Yeah. Hey, Ron, you want to answer Bill Grace's question there? I think I guess Johnny did in the chat.
Yeah, it does absolutely have remote ID.
Yeah, it does.
I asked Ron, Johnny.
Bill, I did a video a couple months ago with Lou, Drone Angels, in front of Lucy the elephant, and we show you in the video. We took the Mavic Mini 5 Pro. He just got the thing there, and we showed the remote coming up on the. We had a phone with that drone scanner app on it. You could see the Mini 5. In fact, he let me fly Mini 5 Pro, and the drone scanner followed me all the way around where I was flying it. So it definitely did that day. And that was on a standard battery. I believe Lou has the plus battery now, but that day he did not have the plus battery yet. It hadn't come in yet. So a normal battery, he broadcast remote ID right in front of Lucy the elephant. The videos, again, I put that video up, I don't know, September, October period.
You just made me think of something, Ron. So did you have the Neo 2 at that time?
No, this is way before then. What Lou and I were still staying out in shorts and t-shirts that day. So
the reason I ask is obviously I just wonder if the Neo 2 broadcasts remote ID. I know they don't advertise it as such, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't. Yeah,
and I haven't heard anybody ever say they tested it either.
Yeah, I'd have to try that out because I have that app. I've got an Android phone that I have that app on there.
Yeah,
that's what Lou had. Lou had an old Android phone that he put the drone scanner on. But anyhow, back to this. The DJI 360, and again, I almost feel bad for anti-gravity if this pricing is true. I don't know how they're going to sell another unit or whatever. And back to your point, Marcus. Of course, the anti-gravity is using the Insta 360. It's so hard to say all this stuff. X5 360 technology, and assuming the DJI drone will be using their Osmo 360 technology. Well, if you see people do camera comparisons between those two cameras, I mean, half the people think one's better than half the other. So DJI, if it's not as good as the Insta 360 technology, it's almost as good.
So you make a good point, Ron. Here, Insta 360, people that are already in the Insta 360 ecosystem will probably buy the anti-gravity drone, although it puts them at a disadvantage price-wise, huge disadvantage if what we see here is correct. It's double the price. And by the way, that drone I read is available at Costco now, so you can buy
anti-gravity.
Yeah. Ron, I think the big difference is that the goggles are completely new for the anti-gravity, whereas you already have the goggles 3, or you might have a Motion RC2. So if DJI came out with a brand new set of goggles that might be nowadays maybe near 600, a drone would say 400, 3 batteries and stuff like that. It might hit 15 or 1600, but I don't know if it would ever get near $2,000. So
that's an excellent point, Johnny. Excellent point on those accessories. And when I saw Ken Herron fly the anti-gravity drone at the Boardwalk meetup, the biggest complaint from the people who flew it was the controller. They, just like Marcus, they only wanted to fly with sticks. So Marcus, that at least
I saw that.
A lot of people are comfortable with sticks.
But that'd be even more money for control with sticks. I mean, even DJI, the regular sticks to fly, FPV drone or something like that is I don't know, what, $200. So that would.
And a lot of people don't want to fly with goggles, Johnny. And that other drone requires goggles. So this one doesn't require goggles. That's going to be a big deal too, right, Marcus?
It is to me. Hey, Bob Casey's making a good point in the chat too. He said DJI putting remote ID on everything they're really in the United States. They're doing us a favor. And of course, now in the UK, I can't remember. Is that something the EU added? But I know in the UK, they're required to have remote ID. And I think theirs goes down to, don't quote me on this, 100 grams or something. So they really virtually everything there. Oh, if it has a camera on it, doesn't it require remote ID in the UK now? So that's just a great point, Bob. I really don't care about remote ID anymore. I wish all drones had it on there. It's one less thing I'd have to worry about.
I mean, where do you think we're at now, Marcus? A couple years ago, we had a whole bunch of people in the chats. They did not want to register and they did not want to broadcast remote ID. Has that tide turned the other direction, Marcus?
I think there's always people that are not going to want to register. I'll bet you. How much you want to bet? And Johnny, I'd love to hear your opinion on this too. So all those people that are walking into Costco today and they're buying the Hover Air or the new Potensic Atom 2, how many of them do you think A, take the trust test, and B, put a sticker on their drone? I'll bet you, well, of course, the sub 250, they don't have to put the sticker on there, but you do have to take the trust test. I guarantee you none of them.
Yeah, I would probably say in the 90 percentile that know nothing. I mean, I don't even know where they would, and that's where we talked about years ago. Maybe it ought to be, some kind of activation thing about the U.S. Of course, those drones are boxed up in China, and they don't know where they're going when they're boxed up. So,
Yeah, it is kind of interesting, though, because, Ron, and it reflects on what you were just saying. I think that there's a lot of people out there that they're all worried about, somebody knowing what they're doing. Trust me on this. With Palantir looking into everything nowadays, and they are a huge contractor to the U.S. government. They know every time you start your car. They know every time you pick up your phone. They know every time you go on vacation. They know what you bought at the grocery store. So worrying about whether you're going to register your drone or not, I don't know.
Thanks to Autel, yeah, they know when you start your car. Yeah. 417 operating special.
If look up Palantir sometime. The government knows everything you do.
Uh-oh.
They do. They know everything you do.
Yeah, DeMarco, make sure you file your taxes right.
Oh wow!
Well, they laid off most of the IRS, so you're good there. So okay.
Yeah, somebody was saying that Mike Wright said, I don't believe 500 standalone. That, I mean, I don't know. You start breaking those packages down. With RC2 at, I don't know how much is RC2, 300, and then so that would put it with a couple of batteries around $999 or so. Yeah, so alone it shouldn't be much over 500.
Well, if you can get that kit, the just the kit with the one battery and drone, that's the kit I'm going to get. And like Johnny's concerned, that may not be available right away. But I found we have to buy these drones on eBay anyways. I never buy day one on eBay, because if you wait a week or 2 or 3 weeks, whatever, the price drops. So if you have to have it right away and you don't care about paying more, go ahead and get it. But if you want to get a decent price, don't be the first guy that orders it, whatever. And especially in the middle of the winter, for me, it's no use me ordering a drone just to sit it inside to watch the snow all winter.
Yeah, guys, and check your prices on eBay right now. I know we've been I always looking at the Mavic 4s and even the Mini 5 Pros, the Air 3Ss. They got some great deals on eBay. And of course, always check your sellers. But they actually, I would say that drone, the Mavic 4 Creative Combos, probably came down about $300 roughly. Yeah. Just recently. Now you could check tomorrow and it might be different. So,
Yeah, even on Amazon, it dropped a lot. It dropped from an upper 4,000 down.
Yeah, you can get an Air 3S combo. I think $15.99 on Amazon and get it in 2 days. So that's
what it was. That's what it was when it came out.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, you better make Johnny full screen, because I think DeMarco wants to know what the score is.
No.
Oh, the score is 21-14. They actually scored Illinois State.
Good.
ISU. I almost went there.
And Johnny, Johnny and I were tracking this one seller on eBay that was selling a Mavic 4 Pro combo for, what was it, like in the, I don't know, $1,500 or something real cheap.
Well,
it turned out that nobody ordered one, got that or whatever. Yeah.
No, I think actually Paul Murray had ordered they had that similar for the Air 3S not long ago for like, I don't know, $9.99 or something, or even cheaper than that. But of course, he didn't get the drone.
Yeah.
Bud Beaver says my TV is 3 seconds behind his computer feed. Hey, but I'll tell you what, man. You know what? We've really got some great drones, and the Mini 5 Pro is an excellent drone, and man, the little Neo 2 is a great little drone to fly. So.
Well, speaking of great drones, we're going to go to the next story here. This is the annual DroneNation Drone of the Year poll for 2025 year drones. And please vote if you haven't done so already. The polls will be open for a few more weeks, but get those mail-in votes in and ballots and whatever. And I'm going to kind of go over some of the drones here that are in this poll here. The Neo. We start with the Neo 2. It's got 22% of the vote already. It's got 11 votes. The anti-gravity A1 drone, it has 3%, 1 vote. The Mini 5 Pro, which somebody's asked about in the chat, it's leading the pack now. It used to be the Mavic 4 Pro, but the Mini 5 Pro is taking the lead, 36%. 18 people have voted for it. The Mavic 4 Pro is 28%. In second place, it has 14 votes. The 00 V-Copter Falcon Mini has 2% and has 1 vote.
I would have thought that would be Johnny that would vote for that one.
Well, unless Johnny has a kind of a Japanese sounding name.
You know what? It had an update today for this little thing. So, yeah.
Oh, wow. Maybe I'll get the votes.
Battery. No, but, you know, I think that the Mini 5 has, of course, more people have it. So it's probably going to get more votes. But I'm sure the Mavic 4 I don't have. And I'm sure that's probably a great drone. Probably two different categories, of course, you know.
And the DJI Flip has 1% of the vote, which means no votes, 0 votes.
Marcus voted. Oh, I thought Marcus voted for the Flip.
And then Grown Man added the FIMI Mini 3 SE, and he's the only vote for it. Scott Nadeau added the Air 3S, and it got 2 votes, Rodney Bell and Scott. And then John Olson added the Mavic 3 Pro, and it got 1 vote. So to summarize things here, first place is the Mini 5 Pro. DJI Mavic 4 Pro is second, and the Neo 2 is in third place. I'm going to go to DeMarco here. DeMarco, do these results surprise you so far in the pollings?
No, they don't surprise me. But here, I'll be honest. I was thinking about when the DJI Mavic Mini first came out, and how we all thought, oh, it's going to change drones, and everybody's going to have one. And look at us. It's the 5th version, and we were right too. So
yeah,
it's amazing.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. I got this is kind of late breaking news today. Drone DJ posted that DJI has discontinued support for the Mavic Mini and the original Pocket. No, they're no longer supported by the mothership.
Well, I better be careful with my Mavic Mini. I still have mine, Ron.
Yeah, you won't be able to send it in. Marcus, did any of these results surprise you in the polls so far?
No, I mean, clearly the Mini 5 Pro, I think because of price point is probably the reason it's number 1. But the Mavic 4 Pro, second, because it is a technological tour de force. So, yeah. And then, of course, the Neo 2, that's a good, fun, all-around drone. So, no surprise that those are the top 3.
And the Mini 2 didn't have much support. It's coming on strong. It used to be way behind. Johnny, were you surprised by any of these results here?
No, the same thing Marcus just said. I think, more people in the price point of the Mini 5 Pro makes it, it's going to get more votes. I mean, the Mavic 4, look, I saw it in action up there in Rhode Island at the meetup, and man, that thing was amazing. The controller is spot on, and that's the future. Well, I don't know about the US's future, but that's the way it's definitely headed.
Well, maybe with that firmware update, the V-Copter can make some headway in this poll.
Hey, I don't know. They didn't really have any notes, but they did have an update. So hey. Buy more combo 38. 38. Yeah, you can definitely get it cheaper than that, Bob, on eBay.
Bob Casey is saying that Best Buy has the Mavic 4 Fly More combo.
What?
38. Man.
Huh.
Wow.
That's news too. That's probably good news too. That would mean that they're getting
on that USA drone or whatever that channel is. They actually have it for like, I think $4,400. So,
yeah, but you know what they're doing, Ron or Johnny? They're just ordering from the same outfit in South Korea that we are, and then they're reselling them. That's all they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And they open it up and activate the drone. They say.
Yeah, they're buying them in bulk.
Yeah. So, but hey, you know what? They got some great drones, and I still think we're fine for a couple of years. Take care of your batteries, take care of all your drones. It's a good time of year to, if you're not flying. I know, we had some days it was almost 70 here today, but Marcus and you guys up where you get the bad weather, it's a great time to check all your drones and kind of get everything up to snuff for springtime, which is not that far away, I guess.
Okay, we weren't on since before this happened. Last time we were on was the Monday before Christmas. But since we were on the show here, I'm kind of reading a little bit from Drone DJ here. The drone ban restrictions passed on the 23rd for the U.S. What the FCC did and what it did at the core of the FCC's decision prevents foreign-made drones and critical drone components from receiving FCC equipment authorization. The requirement for importation and sale in the United States. Without that authorization, new drone models cannot be legally imported. New components cannot enter the U.S. supply chain. Future product launches from affected companies are effectively blocked. But here's the part many drone owners need to hear clearly. This decision does not affect drones already approved, sold, or flying in the U.S. If you already own a DJI or Autel drone, you can keep using it. Retailers can continue selling models that were authorized earlier. Nothing is being recalled, remotely disabled, bricked, as they say, or grounded. This is forward-looking restriction, not a retroactive ban. So I think that kind of clarifies precisely what happened. Do you guys agree?
Yeah. Spot
Yeah,
on.
the key point there being that current drones are fine. So buying a Mavic 4 or a Mini 5 from South Korea or Japan or whatever, you are still 100% legal to fly that drone. It has an FCC license. The key is the new products that they bring in. Anything new will a new model that doesn't already have an FCC license, there is a way that they could get it approved, but it has to be approved by both the Department of War and Homeland Security. What do you think the chances of a DJI drone getting through both of those departments is? Probably slim to none. So
0.
Slim or none, and Slim's out of town.
Yeah.
And Slim's out of town. So it's not 100% that we couldn't get a new, whether it's DJI or some other foreign-made brand of drone into the country. But both the Department of War and Homeland Security need to approve it. And there's from what I've heard, and I'm no expert here, but there currently is no protocol for that. So if you're DJI, who do you even talk to?
I mean, it still don't make sense, because if they're saying it's a security threat, well, it's a security threat. I mean, they got drones that's coming out in the future. That's, I don't know. It just don't make sense.
Well, did you see Vic Moss posted something today? It was the Department of War has been talking about what they did in Venezuela, and you were using drones. So they had a picture of somebody in the military with a remote control. It's a DJI remote control. So one of the, I mean, it's probably just a stock photograph, right, that they had, right, and somebody put it in their promotional thing. But nonetheless, pretty funny. It was a DJI controller.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
But hey, that's the thing, is the people who force this have no idea what a DJI controller looks like.
So Tom has got a comment up there. I guess that's probably more accurate than what I was describing. Yeah.
Yeah. Guess what's wrong? Yeah.
Go. But so the point, it's just the hypocrisy of it all that drives us crazy, because all we're doing is we're enthusiasts, hobbyists. We just want to fly our drones, and then anyway, it's not fair.
Yeah, it's not fair, Mom.
No.
Yeah, and let me add this component, guys. This thing I just read, ban restriction, whatever you want to call it, that's basically put through by the FCC and a lot of the departments there. This has nothing to do with why we can't get the current drones shipped to us in the U.S. That's a whole separate deal with this Uyghur issue. These minority
the Uyghur Labor Protection Act. Yeah.
And so the thing that hurts is we get hurt both sides, because right now with the way I just read this, and you know, in any other situation, we could still be ordering these older drones from DJI, say Mavic 4, Air 3S, Mini 5. We should still be able to order those drones directly from DJI. They should come, be shipped to our houses. We should be able to get care refresh on them. We should be able to get them repaired and whatever, just like business is normal. But this Uyghur thing makes it, you know, impossible to do that. We have to order from eBay, so we get drones with no warranty, no care refresh, kind of no support because of this Uyghur issue. So, and the hot pocket again is whoever, you know, we'll say it's fine. The people in this Uyghur issue, they don't have any idea that everybody that wants these drones are still getting them from eBay. You know, that their little thing really didn't stop much because it quickly the customers found that they could get them from eBay. So they have this thing put in place, but it's not stopping anything anymore.
Well, the one that got me, Rob, to make your point, the one that got me, it was the Mini 5 Pro. Virtually everybody that we know, other than a guy named DeMarco, everybody that we know bought a Mini 5 Pro. Virtually everybody. Yeah.
Well, you can always put the Neo 2 in there too, Marcus.
If the drone's approved, you ought to be able to get parts and service for it. I mean, that part doesn't make sense, because if it is approved, it's FCC licensed. It's, you know, you can get it. Well, you can't get it through DJI, but you know, because and Marcus, you made it. Yeah, I had heard Mike had told me that he got his Air 3S, but you know, I did DJI up again on my Neo 2, and they said right now they don't have any Neo 2 parts in the US, or not anything to replace it, I guess.
Right.
So.
Yeah, well, that answers my question. I was going to hit him up about my Neo 2 because I'm having a gimbal issue with it, but yeah.
So, anyways, but the thing is, these two don't. The issue with the Uyghurs don't relate at all to what this restriction came in on the 23rd. But maybe what happened, maybe people smarter than we think. Maybe Stefan knew that to get the DJI's future DJI's restricted. She knew that would take a year or two, so she stopgapped it by putting this Uyghur thing in to slow things down before she could actually legally stop it.
Well, yeah, that's the point, Ron. They knew that they probably couldn't get legislation banned to legitimately ban, you know, just put an outright ban.
For a couple
so
years.
They did these workarounds with the FCC and with that Uyghur Protection Act to essentially shut it down.
Yeah,
and
like today, somebody should just, you know, they should just tell the Customs Department, well, you can stop all that now because we got everything banned we wanted to get banned. You could stop worrying about that anymore or something.
You know what I really wish, Ron and Johnny and DeMarco, what I really wish is if we would hear from one of these U.S. drone companies that is really going to gain a lot from this, right? They're going to gain a whole bunch. I wish we would hear from them, hey, we're working on a consumer drone, and, you know, it might not be out for 6 months or so, but this is what we're working on. But we're hearing none of that. And the reason...
Would you like to see one of those guys at CES telling us all their future plans?
Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah. I'd love to buy a US-made consumer
no reason
drone.
for consumer drone. That's the
Nothing's coming, Marcus. Nothing's coming for us.
Yeah. No, and it's not. We're never going to see it. And let's just say, hypothetically, even if we did, how many years would it take them to get caught up on not just the drone technology? Because that's only part of the whole reason for these drones is the cameras they carry around. Think about the camera technology that they would have to get going on to be the equivalent of what DJI gives us. Yeah, it's a big deal, and there's nobody even talking about it. And to DeMarco's point, I don't think it's ever going to happen.
No, Marcus.
I don't know too many good American camera companies.
Hey, Marcus, for them to even come close to putting out like a FEMI drone, they would have to partner with someone.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. Yeah, that's just a fact.
Maybe one of them could just buy Holy Stone and build them in the U.S., you know?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So you see, we did have a little bit of hope before December 23rd because we were seeing companies like Potensic step up to the plate and improve their product a little bit. But when on December 23rd, when they said it's any foreign-made product, well, that just blows us completely out of the water.
So Marcus, if a Mini 6 came out and it's not FCC approved here in the U.S., would it fly in the U.S.?
Well, that would depend on whether DJI allowed, through their app, because obviously they're GPS controlled, right? So they could make it where it didn't. I don't know why they would bother with that, though, Johnny. I suspect it probably would fly. But again, it would be illegal for you to fly it.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. Yeah, I guess they could not put it in the app or put it in your choice of drones to switch over to. Maybe I guess they could do that regionally, or
Well, so that's one of the arguments that the government made for banning DJI is that in a time of crisis, let's just say for the sake of argument, the military was using a bunch of their drones.
Right.
In a time of crisis, could DJI just remotely shut them all down? So that was one of the government's arguments at the time.
But that's one of their arguments. Don't use the drones by the government. Don't use them.
Yeah.
What does it mean to us?
Let me give you. Yeah, I agree with you, DeMarco. You are spot on. When I went to Spain and I took my Air 3S,
right.
Just to your point, Johnny, this is kind of a separate thing, but it speaks to the same thing. That drone knows where it is, and it automatically switched into CE mode rather than FCC mode when I had it in Spain. Greatly reduced the power output of both the remote and the drone. So it would be easy for them to geofence a product where it just wouldn't even take off.
Absolutely. Yeah, no. Look, they did it. I mean, but Ron knows, the old ones of this will not even fire up now. You could fly it before with just the sticks and no control, with no app. It won't do that. So they bricked it some kind of way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, wow.
Hey,
can I bust in for a second because this question's been up for a while. People in the chat are talking about it. Bud Beaver asked, "What does this do for RC planes and helicopters?" He's been in the new drone restrictions and parts.
It applies to them as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Marcus,
just like
I was going to say
drones,
they make this sound like the drones are going to take over and fly toward a base and do something. What was that movie? iRobot, when the robots over. That's what they make it sound like.
Yeah.
Well, to your point, saw a video where they said, like, okay, if there's a bad actor over here and the bad actor's currently buying DJI drones to do his bad stuff. Well, when the American drones comes out, what's going to stop the bad actor from getting an American drone doing spying and stuff with it and sending it back to some foreign country or whatever? I mean, there'll be no difference if a bad actor's over here and he's going to do something with the drone. He doesn't care where the drone's made.
I'll make your point for you, Ron. Did you see that that movie? It was out, I don't know, last year or the year before, where some foreign government took over all the Teslas, and all the Teslas started
end of the world or something. It was
they all started crashing into each other. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What was that movie?
Yeah.
But anyhow, like I said, all this stuff about the safety, whatever. Well, if you were going to crash a DJI drone into a sports stadium, the same guy could crash an American drone into a sports stadium. I don't know what makes it any safer,
Yeah, that's a great point, Ron. We're all asking ourselves the same question. It's a lot of it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
hey, listen, I know this is a topic we never get off of, this drone ban stuff, but one other little thing here, and Marcus, this one may be kind of interesting. Richard sent this in to us. He found a new non-DJI plus battery for the Neo 2, and it showed up on AliExpress, and Richard's already ordered. I'm going to try the screen share right now from AliExpress. I know Marcus, you took a look at this thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, and it's a you can see it here. It's a 3,300 milliamp battery for the Neo 2 long-lasting battery, replacing 25 minutes high capacity battery for the Neo 2 parts. But I don't know if you can see this stuff, but I'm looking at the little pictures of here. I think they modified a DJI battery. They taken a DJI battery and done something to it.
Or they went to the DJI, the factory that makes DJI's batteries, and said, "Hey, make us one like this." But yeah, I for one, unless push came to shove and I couldn't, there were otherwise no other solutions, I wouldn't buy a non DJI battery for my DJI drones. But not saying that this is bad, good, or indifferent. I don't know, but that's just kind of how I feel.
I mean, if it's, you might be looking at 7-8 minutes more. I don't know. I don't really know about.
Well, it said 25 minutes. So that's 6 more minutes than 19 minutes of the regular battery.
Yeah, I mean,
the Neo. Anybody that's trying to fly the Neo, buy a Mini 5. Then I mean, if that's what you want to do, buy a Mini 5.
That was my response to Richard. Yeah, if your intention is the long flight times, the Neo 2 is not the drone for you.
Yeah. But it's an option, so it's good. If somebody wants it, it's good. It's good to have options. Yeah.
John, will you mess around with one of these like third party?
I mean, I'm like Marcus. I wouldn't see the need to. I mean, I flew the Neo 2 over the tugboat the other day. I mean, you can get to where you're going pretty much. I mean, it's not a drone you're going to take. I wouldn't fly it out to the lighthouse because that's about 2,000 feet out. But I just don't think it's I don't know if you need 4 or 5 more minutes,
Hey, Johnny, can I tell you a secret? If you promise it won't leave this room?
Absolutely.
Okay, cannot leave this room. I flew my Neo 2. I was out at the canyon. I flew it up about a kilometer, not quite a kilometer and a half, but over a kilometer away. And you're right, it was limited by battery power.
Yeah, you have to keep
it went into return to home before. Yeah.
But you know what? Like Morgan says, hey, you know what? If that suits your kind of flying, hey, pick one up. That's just another option. There's a ton of options. I mean, AliExpress, on the FPV side, I mean, they got all kind of parts for FPV, and those drones are getting quite expensive to build. Almost, I don't know if they're double in price, but you still can't get air units for 04 and 03, and so yeah, I mean, just hey, fly the drones you got some great drones, and you'll be flying for a while.
Bob, so Jim's telling me this is interesting. He's saying just when he flies FPV. Oh no, he's just, excuse me, I misunderstood what he's saying. He's saying regular FPV is 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But I guess what I would say is, like, when I was flying the Neo 2, what I told you about, I was out at the canyon. I was only getting about 8 minutes out of a battery because I was full throttle the whole time. I mean, I was pegged.
Well, you got a stronger, you got more processing, you got a little bit bigger motors. The drone's a little bit heavier, so you got a lot. The camera's better, so it's a big difference. I know some people, said the Neo 2 wasn't an upgrade, but it is absolutely an upgrade from the original Neo. I mean, to me, they're not even close. I mean, they're same type of drones, but hey, Ron, I think I told you the story. Jim's messaged me droning, and he was going to pack this thing up. Matter of fact, he about had it packed up, but he had the same problem that mid-servo thing
calibration. Calibration. And a little bit explain that, when you get the Neo 2, a lot of us, Mike Ray, the same thing, it would not fly out of the box. And
the V-copter, you mean?
V-copter.
You said the Neo 2, yeah.
Thank you, Marcus. And would not fly out of the box. And everybody said, do your calibrations. Through 3 calibrations you did. You do all the calibrations, it still doesn't fly. And here's the sticking point. When you do the mid-servo calibration, which is calibration 2, it tells you it's good. Johnny said you have to line the props up a certain way on the drone.
They have to be just like this. I don't know,
but guess what happens if you don't do that and you do the calibration? The thing tells you the calibration was good. So you have no idea that you did something wrong. You move on to the next calibration. You think you're all done. So it is user error that maybe you didn't read all the directions properly, but it's also error on them that, like for instance, when you do a compass calibration, Marcus, when it doesn't work, the drone tells you it didn't work, right? Well, the mid servo, it doesn't tell you that it didn't work.
Well, I got some good news for you, Ron. The good people at 00 Robotics are going to send me a V-Copter Mini for review. Wow. I should have it by mid-January.
Well, Marcus, you better remember this conversation, or else you'll be calling Johnny the day we get it. My drone won't take off. I'll
be calling Johnny either way. No, I'll be calling Johnny either way. No, Johnny is the acknowledged expert. Johnny, you're the man with V-Copters. No, all kidding aside, you're the guy that.
I will say, you know what? This thing. I mean, it's just the uniqueness of this drone. We all know. I mean, it's very unique. It's almost a conversation starter when you're flying this thing. I'm not saying you don't need to film or shoot pictures with it, but you know what? I got better drones to do that with. But it is definitely fun to fly, just as the big V-Copter. So, but Marcus will enjoy it, and he'll do great. But for his channel, it'll be a great drone for his channel.
The show's coming to an end soon. Marcus's dinner's here.
It has.
Johnny,
dinner has arrived.
Look at Jim Droney's comment here. Without Johnny, it would still be in the box. When I told Jim Droney in the comments, I watched the video this morning. I said, Jim, if you'd watched my video that I made back in end of August, whatever, when I show it, and in the video, I credit Mike Wright and Johnny for showing me tell me how to do this. But I said, you should watch my video. You'd have been fine then. You would have known how to do the mid servo combo correctly.
Yeah, you know what?
Mike's comment is important too, Ron.
Pardon?
Mike Wright's comment is important too.
Okay, here we go.
Mode 1, and you want it in mode 2.
Yeah, well, sometimes one of mine did and one didn't. Yeah, so you definitely got to be careful on that because
I think mine was in mode 1. It needed a servo cap. Everything that could have gone wrong happened on mine.
Yeah,
and remember, Johnny, I couldn't even get it. I couldn't even get it registered to the app for a long time. I couldn't sign into the drone for like a day.
Yeah, it seems like people are not having that problem anymore. But anyway.
Yeah, Drone Oki's got a question for you, Ron.
Well, I have not Drone Oki, but I may have a secret source for a controller, and I cannot say any more at this point. But I may have a secret source. More details later.
Is that person up in Canada?
Well, I can't say anything at this point.
A little south of that.
Okay.
No, it's a fun drone. But you know what? Like Captain Joe,
I'm just kidding you, Jim.
He hadn't heard a word on his, Captain Joe. So I got to pick on him every day.
Yeah.
I just thought of something for the first time, and I'm not.
Oh my God! You have a thought?
No, listen. Just south of Canada, Johnny said that my brother lives like 20 minutes from the border.
Oh, really?
Really?
I'm gonna send that dude over there and get me some.
Hell, DeMarco, you could start a whole business. You could start importing them, man.
Yeah. He lives in Lapeer, Michigan, which is just south. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's
hey, seriously, guys, I'm gonna get rolling.
Good night, Marcus.
Yeah, great show tonight, gentlemen, and glad we're back on the air again after taking a week off. Good night, everybody. Get out there and fly if you can.
We're not ending the show. We're just letting Marcus go.
No, not ending the show, but I am. Anyway, I will see everybody next week.
Good night, Marcus.
Hey, sir. Hey, Ron, it's 28-21. It's Illinois State hanging in there.
Go Redbirds.
Yeah,
How
man.
Much time left?
Huh?
How much time
they're
left?
in the fourth quarter, I guess. Man, I tell you what, yeah, that's pretty exciting. I mean, hey, let's all have DeMarco. Hey, DeMarco, what about the Mini 4K?
What'd you say?
What about the Mini 4K?
Oh, I mean for the kids.
Yeah.
Johnny.
Oh.
I forgot to give it to him.
Oh, my God.
I swear.
Well,
I was making that morning. I was like, "Oh, shoot!"
They got birthdays, anything coming up, you know.
Hey, and it wasn't the only gift that I forgot too. I forgot to wrap something for my wife. Got something for Marin too. So it's
you know what's funny? Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Here's what happens to me. Is throughout the year, I don't just wait to shop right before Christmas. I buy stuff throughout the year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I hide them throughout the house. Well, my main hiding spot room runs out, so I have to start putting it here and there. Then I forget where I hide stuff at.
Hey, DeMarco, you remember that car that you helped me buy a couple years ago or 3 years ago, maybe the RC car?
I think so.
That company you order from or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, guess what? It's up in my attic. I never opened it.
Oh.
I saw it the other day when I was putting it Christmas. It's been up there 3 years.
Oh shoot. Get it down. Get it down.
Did you get it down?
No, I didn't. I needed it. I'm gonna give it to Lawson, my grandson.
Okay. Huh. Cool. Huh.
7 minutes ago. I took the 10.5 points. So hey, I hope it stays like that.
Take the point.
So DeMarco, who's your favorite to win the College Bowl championship this year? Do you like Indiana?
I am going for our arch rivals. Excuse me, not going. I believe that our arch rivals, the Miami Hurricanes, are going to win it. I don't want them to win, though, but I think they are.
DeMarco,
were you impressed with the way Indiana took Alabama out?
Yes.
At the Rose Bowl?
I mean, I wasn't shocked by that, though, because Bama hasn't played well the whole season. Indiana looks great. But here's my thing about that. And I hope Indiana wins. I don't think they're going to win, but I hope they win, though. But like all these schools that are popping up that haven't won in our lifetimes, they still haven't done it yet. I mean, so I'm not going to say, "Oh yeah."
Mark, I don't know if I'm correct, but I think I heard him say Indiana had never won the Rose Bowl before.
Yeah, I think the last time they were there was like the '60s, which I wasn't.
We know them more as a basketball school, right?
It is, yeah.
They're a basketball powerhouse.
Great school. I went to high school with a girl that went there. It's a great school. I send my kids there, but it's in Bufu, Indiana. But still, it's a great school though. So,
right, and good tradition of basketball.
I had to grab some off the printer.
Yeah.
So, Bud Beaver said no. Let's go Indiana.
Oh no,
Mark. Hey, we gotta say something for Mike Wright still out there. I want to say I feel bad for his Texas Tech Red Rangers who they got in that big bowl game and the offense forgot to come. The offense must have didn't get on the bus that day. They got shut out. I mean, I was shocked.
They picked up a $5 million quarterback today though. Texas Tech off the portal.
Yeah.
Oh really?
$5 million.
So they're not going to get shut out next year.
We'll see.
For $5 million, he better win every game.
Yeah. And a whole bunch of coaches in the NFL got fired today.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of guys are out of work.
They're all fine though. Nobody's
going to be out there on the bread line, Marcus.
No one's going to the unemployment office. No one.
Johnny, they'll all be standing behind Kelly. Your Coach Kelly on the
line. and Coach Ogeron, yeah. We're paying 3 coaches now, LSU.
Really?
We're still paying 3 coaches, not the coach. We're paying Chip Kelly and Kelly, whatever the name is, and then
Coach Kelly,
of course, the new coach. Yeah, so we're paying 3 coaches.
But you're paying 2 not to coach.
2 not to coach. Yeah, that's how bad they are. They get 18 million and 56 million, whatever that is.
Like you said, John, we should go into coaching.
Yeah, I should have been going into bad coaching.
Right. Yeah.
You don't have to be a good coach. That would be my total. They tied it up. It's 28-28.
What a game.
We better go watch this game.
Here's Drone's got a sports trivia of the night. He said Indiana got beat by O.J. Simpson in 1968 Rose Bowl. How about that? What's an honor if you got run over by O.J.?
Yeah.
DeMarco, I would have to agree with you though. I mean, listen, I got to pull, of course, for Ole Miss because Petey's from here in Hammond. But I'll tell you, Miami with Carson Beck, probably the best quarterback that transferred from Georgia there. I just think that they're pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
But they got some great teams left, man. Indiana, and of course, Ole Miss maybe destiny for them the way it is, man. I didn't think they would beat Georgia. I mean, I really didn't. But man, that was a great game.
Switch to subjects, John. You guys have a show this week, or is this your off week?
This is off week. Next week, we have who do I have? Oh, Vic Moss is going to join us and kind of catch us
Vic
up.
Moss. He'll give you the lowdown on all the drone bans and restrictions.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be a good time. I mean,
it will.
Let it go a couple weeks, and kind of maybe we'll everybody chill out a little bit by then, and yeah, so that'll be the next show. That's on the 14th. Yeah.
Dr. Joseph in the chat, JAA 1015 said Miami will win the national championship. So there's another guy agreeing with you.
Yeah. I'm not rooting for them, but we'll see. We'll see. I like to see a different team win it, though. I think I saw something the last 20 years. There's been only, man, I don't want to say this wrong. There's like 7 teams that have won.
Oh, wow.
It's hard to win.
It is.
Yeah, you're right. DeMarco, we all, even here at LSU, I know, man, they'll fire a coach in a few weeks, but it's hard. To get to that point it's not easy.
Yeah.
Captain Joe said he's pulling for Ole Miss, Johnny.
Yeah. He's pulling.
Yeah. In fact, it was a buddy of mine sent me a picture. It was 26 years ago that Florida State played Virginia Tech in the national title. We were there. My buddy who sent the pic, we were there, watched the game together. I'm like, man, 26 years? Time. Wow. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
It's been that long. So, yeah, yesterday. It's hard to win.
Yeah, it is.
I was young then. I was young and single.
I talked to Johnny. I remember as a kid watching Super Bowls and stuff in old Tulane Stadium in New Orleans or wherever.
Oh yeah, the Super Bowl. Yeah,
or anything like that, whatever.
You could get a Roy Rogers roast beef for 99 cents right next to the Tulane Stadium.
Hey, the Sugar Bowl. It was at the Sugar Bowl. We did not have a hotel, so we drove from Tallahassee, went to the game, and then drove back.
Really? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a pretty good. Trip.
When I was a kid, I used to always watch the Rose Bowl, the Orange Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, the Cotton Bowl. I used to watch them all, I think, on New Year's Day.
Yep.
Now and then they got every year they had more bowls. It got to the point where there's more bowls than you could keep up with.
Yeah, because I believe the Ole Miss game is actually Thursday this week. Is it Thursday?
Really, Thursday?
I thought maybe there's one Thursday and one Friday, and then it's the next Monday is the championship.
Well, I know one thing, watching the pro games this weekend, it was like watching preseason. You could watch games where nobody you knew was out there or whatever. More teams than I ever saw just sat their starters this week, like the Eagles. They could have got the second seed, but they played the B team. So, and a lot of teams did. And very few games this weekend, both teams played the starters.
Yeah.
So
I know the Saints lost again. So,
but they had won a whole bunch in a row. The Saints were on a roll before they lost. And guess what? That was an important game. If the Saints would have won that game, that would have sent Tampa Bay to the playoffs. But because Atlanta won, that sent Carolina to the playoffs.
Yeah,
that was a big game.
I saw somebody, one of the players, pulling for the Saints. I think he had a Saints cap on. He plays for another team,
Oh, wow. and the Saints, they have a rookie quarterback that's really been hot lately. The Saints are on the way, Johnny.
Yeah, I don't know. The Saints, except for those Breeze years, they've been pretty bad since 1967. The Saints didn't have a winning season for the first 20 years. I don't know if people realize that.
But then when they got that Philadelphia connection, when they got the coach from the Philadelphia Stars, they had a good run. And what was that, the 80s or 90s, when they had a good, better than 5 years where they were a top team?
Yeah, they had Jim Mora.
He had some good teams down there.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That conference, the league, or what the division they in has been weak for like 40 years. You know, I mean, even Atlanta, when they remember they had the big lead. You know,
they blew it to New England. Yep.
Yeah, because you know, an interesting fact about that game, the cornerback was he graduated from Hammond High, number 21, and you know he ran an opening kickoff back. Then he had an interception for a touchdown, and you know he probably would have had the MVP if they would continue to win that game. He played here at Southeastern. So
wow, yeah. And the second half is like the Falcons decided not to score anymore.
Yeah, 28-3.
Yeah, you never stop scoring those games. You never stop trying to score. But
yeah, they don't. Jaybird, no, they don't have the first round pick. I don't know who.
No, the Raiders got the first round pick.
The Raiders fired their coach today, right?
After 1 year, they fired legendary Pete Carroll.
Yeah, I see that.
But somehow the Jets coach is safe though, even though they were one of the worst offense and defensive teams. Somehow their coach is good. But anyhow, it's a little bit too much football nation here. Join Bill the Drone Reviewer tomorrow night, and we will end the show with a special edition of Steeler Nation, and it'll be the best show of the year as the Steelers made a dramatic win on Sunday night against the Baltimore Ravens to get in the playoffs this year. So
Illinois State has the ball with 3 minutes. All he needs is a field goal.
We're gonna let Johnny go watch that last 3 minutes. We're gonna end this show here.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody who joined us tonight. I know you guys are coming off your holiday breaks and stuff like that. Everybody's getting back to work and school and whatever now. So thanks for stopping in. We'll be back next Monday night with another show. I don't know who's going to be on the show yet, but we'll figure out something. So let me get this graphic off the screen here. And Johnny, any closing thoughts before we get out of here?
Well, just get out there and fly. You know, wish everybody a happy New Year and you know, good health. And man, you know, get out there and maybe get you a buddy. And you know, hey, look, we talked about it today. Look for a new place to fly. Maybe kind of go out to some new spots and kind of be your goal for this year. You know.
Going, Johnny. DeMarco, any closing thoughts for tonight's show?
Nope, that should be it. Sorry I was late again. No, we got season is just ramping up. So
how the kids looking out there?
Goofy.
Goofy. Well, maybe they'll take it serious in the big games. Yeah.
No. They take it serious though, but like there's 9 boys. 7 of them have never played before. So, like, you already know.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
I know.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you soon. And like everybody said, fly safe out there. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.